Hello, my dear friends. I hope that you're having a fantastic spring. I know that the weather's a little variable in different places. Mr. B and I are in Texas, and it went from hot to cold and rainy to warm. So it's a little bit crazy. It's a little cool today. I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt and jeans, but I want to just come in here and say to you that I know you're working hard. I've been making videos for you pretty regularly now. I've tried to make one every week for you. The last month we talked about, let me see if we talked about, I know we talked about the kitchen decluttering. See if we talked, which is what we're doing this week in our homes. We're in zone 2. The week before that should have been zone 1. I think I did a video for you on zone 1 as well. Let's see. Sorry. Back. Yeah. Oh, I did. Did I? Zone 5. No, I never did one on zone 1. Well, when I get to zone 1, which we're not on, I'll do one for you. Zone 1 is the entryway. But we're in the kitchen decluttering today, if you're working in your zones. So the last time I talked to you about the kitchen, I gave you a list of all the things you could possibly do in your kitchen for deep cleaning if you've gotten all your decluttering done. But to declutter, you want to get rid of your trash first. So look around. If you go in your kitchen right now, take me with you if you have me on your phone and prop me up somewhere and let's look. First things, before dishes or anything, do you have trash in here? Look around and see. If there's any trash, get it in the trash can. If your trash can's overflowing, tie it up and get a new liner and line your garbage can and put new trash in there. And take that other trash out. Not now. Set it aside. We're going to keep working. All right, now we're going to look and see your dishes. What shape are your dishes in? Is your dishwasher full of dirty dishes? If so, put some soap in it and run it now. I don't normally have you run it during the day, but do that because you're behind. And it doesn't matter if there's dirty dishes in the sink right now. Run your dishwasher. If your dishwasher is full of clean dishes, let's empty the dishwasher. If your dishes are upside down and full of water and things are in disarray in there, I'm assuming, tell me if I'm wrong, that somebody else put the dishes in the dishwasher. Okay, so make sure when you are having the dishes put in the dishwasher that you are there. Hopefully, if you can't be, I understand, but if you are there, make sure that the family understands that the water comes from the bottom and that the glasses and cups need to be upside down. Otherwise, the water is going to fill them up. Bowls are the same way. They need to be on their, that's a bowl, on their side, nested in each other on the bottom, or maybe you put them on the top. Plates next to each other, but not stuck to each other because the water can't get in. So you just explain in a real simplistic way how to load the dishwasher. If you have too many things in your dishwasher, it's not going to get clean, or water's going to deflect and get in places that shouldn't be, or it won't dry. So sometimes I know I'm guilty, we're all guilty of jam that big sheet pan in there, jam that pot in there, and they really don't get clean. So try to wash those things by hand. But everything else, get your dishes in there. If you have plenty of room, of course, put your sheet pan in there. Your forks, your spoons, your knives. I put sharp knives point down. In fact, I put all knives point down. I put spoons up, so the handle on the spoon, and I put forks up. And they're in separate containers. And then I put everything else in the different containers. If I have a big long knife and I want to wash it in the dishwasher, I lay it in the top carefully in one of those grooves in the top. Okay? You're going to empty the dishwasher because your family is going to empty it the way they see fit. And if they're children, they don't see fit very well. So you're in charge of emptying it first thing in the morning. Don't delegate this one job. This is the one job I'm asking you not to delegate for your sanity. Because when you organize your kitchen cabinets and cupboards and things, and I want my Tupperware here, or my glass storageware here, and the lids here or on them or whatever, and I want all my plates here, and I want all my glasses here, and I want my cups here, and I want my knives here, then you need to put them there. I want my serving platters are the worst. Where did they put the serving platter? I don't know, right? So make sure you're unloading it. It shouldn't take you 6 to 10 minutes to get that thing unloaded if you have it organized. If you know that everything's not going to be full of water, and you're going to have to empty it and get the paper, get the towel out and dry everything off. But if you have to, you have to. All right. Now the dishwasher should be empty or running, one or the other. If it's running, stand by. If it's empty, let's load it up. Do you have any dishes in your sink, on your countertops? Look right now. Okay, load it as I described properly, however you feel. Now, if you don't love to do it that way, do it however you want to do it, but put your dishes in. Once you've got all your dishes and cups and glasses in your dishwasher, then go do a quick clutter stop. Go around the house and see if there's any other dishes. Are there any in the living room? Are there any in your children's room? And you can start making some rules about that, okay? All right, and then get all the dishes in there. If you have even more dishes, that's okay. Just put what is going to fit in there nicely, put the soap in, and run it. If you don't have a dishwasher, and or you have leftover dishes after you've run this dishwasher, we're going to wash some dishes now. So what we're going to do is organize our dishes, because when everything is organized, it's going to be so much easier. So first thing, empty all the water out of everything into the sink, and then take your dishes and stack your dishes, stack your bowls right on the countertop. Put your pans over here, pots and pans. Put your silverware in a big wad right here. You can put your silverware in the sink if you want to, but plug the sink. And if your sink is dirty, wash your sink first, even though you're going to wash dishes. If it's gross, let's wash it out. Get some Comet, or get some Mrs. Myers, or get some Dawn, I don't care, and a cloth, and really wash it out, or a sponge. Wash it out real good. Rinse it, and then put some nice warm water in there. Give a squirt of some Dawn or whatever dishwasher soap you have, dish soap you have. And then if you have two sinks, make sure the other side is clean. Let's clean that out, because if you're putting just wash dishes over there before you rinse them, you want to sit them in a clean sink, right? Okay, so now you've got a soapy sink full of silverware. We're going to let that soak on the bottom. If there are sharp knives in there, please be careful. Don't put sharp knives in there. Lay the sharp knives behind the faucet or somewhere near the top so you can see those and wash those separately. But we're just going to have blunt instruments in the sink, okay? And we're going to leave them to soak. Now, the first thing we're going to wash is glasses and glassware, because that will show the grease the worst. So we're going to wash those first while we have the most grease cutting. Get your fresh, clean dishcloth or clean sponge or brush or whatever you're using. But before you start washing, we're going to have a place to put these dishes once they're done. Do you have a dish rack with a drainer? If you do, great. Make sure that's empty and have it sitting near your sink. If you don't, then let's put a towel or some towels, or if you have one of those mats that are to absorb your dishwater, your rinse water, you know, when you put your dishes on it, let's put that out somewhere. Find a place. If there's no room on your counter because it's so gross, then find a place on the table that's close by. We have to have a place. Okay, ideally the counter, that's the best place. All right, now let's wash the glasses. Wash the glasses. You can have rinse water in the second sink if you want to, if you have a second sink. If you don't have a second sink, rinse the dishes under slow running water just as quick as you can, and then put them upside down to drain on whatever it is. Now, once we wash the glasses, you might have, let's wash our plates. Our plates will go next. So put them all in, wash the plates, rinse, stack them however you need to drain. Then we're going to wash the bowls. Then we're going to wash the ceramic ware, cups and things like that. Then we're going to wash cookware. So we'll start with glass cookware if you have a casserole or whatever. If you've let it sit with cooked food in it for too long, then you're going to have to soak it. My suggestion is, because if there's still some things you can wash up the things you can first and put them to drain, or you can dry them and put them away, which is the best idea for pots and pans because they take up a lot of room. Then if you have a glass casserole, or there's something that's got food stuck in it because you didn't handle it right away and maybe forgot to line it or spray it or whatever, then we're going to soak it in that soapy water. Just let it soak for a while. In the meantime, because it's the daytime and your dishes didn't dry overnight, we're going to get another clean dish towel. We're going to dry all these dishes and put them away. I know, you didn't think so, but we are, because I want it to look nice for you. And once we've got them dried, we're going to put them in our cabinets and put them away. If you don't have room in your cabinets, then you have too many dishes. too many cups, too many things. Maybe you have off-season things. You have Christmas or seasonal things in there that need to be put away for the season. Maybe you just have some really nice stuff that you don't use all the time, but you like to have it. Maybe it needs to be put up really high in your cabinets. So maybe you need to think about rearranging. But today's not the day for that. So do the best you can, okay? Now we've got our dishes taken care of. Now I want you to wipe these counters one more time because now they're going to be damp. You already wiped them before you started, or they could even be a little icky in some of the places. So wipe your counters off, wipe the stove top. That's important. And now we're going to look at the table. Does the table have junk on it that doesn't belong in the kitchen? If you have a kitchen in the table, then get a box or bag or a basket and get that stuff off the table and go through it right now. Don't put it off. Go through it. So if you have a dog's leash on the table and a box of papers on the table and a Lego set on the table in pieces and a book on the table and your purse on the table and somebody's keys on the table and a pacifier on the table and whatever, a dog bone on the table, we're going to take care of that. First, the box of papers or anything like that, we're going to take that off. We're not going to go through that right now. That can go on the floor in the kitchen in the corner if it belongs in this room, or if it's paperwork, it goes in an office area, wherever you work in your papers. It doesn't go in the spare room. Do not add more to the dump if you have one of those rooms. We're going to handle it now. If it's paper, though, you're not going to go through it yet. It's going to be another job for another day, but it needs to go where your desk work is done. Dog stuff goes with dog stuff. Just put like things together. Dog bone, dog medicine, dog leash. Find a place for dog storage and put it there. Not with your medication, not with your dish soap, not with your laundry soap in the laundry room. It could go in the laundry room, but on a special shelf or a special place just for the dog things. That's what you need to do. Like things together makes a difference. What else might be on that table? Your own medicine, or maybe some pantry supplies that didn't fit in your pantry because you weren't planful when you made your grocery list and you bought more than you already had more than you needed and you bought more. So you're going to have to just use that down and be planful, okay? Look in the corners of this room. Do you have anything in the corners that don't belong here? Do you have a vacuum cleaner jammed in the corner? Do you have other tools? Do you have, what else? Other boxes, maybe things that don't belong in here, maybe a box of shoes or a box of books, things that don't belong in here. Put them in the place in the room that they belong in. So when you are decluttering, you can go through them at that time, okay? That's decluttering the kitchen. Now you can wipe the table off and sweep the floor. You are going to feel so much better in this kitchen. And then later this week, you can declutter the kitchen 15 minutes at a time in the junk drawer, in the drawer that maybe you keep your cooking mitts and your dish towels in. Maybe you need to go through your other, that drawer that we have that has our other things in it, like can opener, biscuit cutter, whisks, things like that. If you have a drawer like that, go through that, get rid of some extra stuff. Your silverware drawer, your glasses storage, your cup storage, your plate storage. Go through all that. Your utensils, that's what I was trying to think of in the bottom drawer. Maybe you have a thing of utensils on your stove, that's fine. And then go through, something I was going to say. Oh, under your sink. Go under your sink and make sure that's cleaned out. A lot of times we'll just have little bits of bottles of things that we didn't like so much, but we kept them, just like under our bathroom sink. Why do we do that? Why do we keep lotions and things we don't love, or dish soaps or cleaners that we don't use and love? Let's just get rid of those. Or if you know of a place that will take partially used things, fine, but I don't know of a place, I suggest you just dump it. Just get rid of it. And then it's going to feel so nice when you open it up and you say, oh yeah, there's my dish soap, there's my dishwasher soap, and there's my this, and there's my that, there's my, it's all easy to find. Yeah, so go through. Oh, I know what else. Your things like your Instant Pot, your Crock Pot, your KitchenAid, Those things are huge and heavy. If you use it enough, leave it out. If you don't use it very often, put it away. Which means you have to find a place for it, which means you have to declutter where you're going to put it later. But we're only doing 15 minutes today, so just what you can do in 15 minutes, and be happy that you did that. And then protect it by looking at it every day and saying, did I put the dog's leash back on the table, or my husband, or whatever? Did I leave the dog's medicine out instead of taking a few seconds to put it back where it goes? That's how it gets cluttered, those few seconds. So be thoughtful and do the things. Take a few minutes and do them, and you'll feel much, much better. All right, I think I've talked enough about the kitchen today. I hope this helps you. You can play this over and over again if you didn't get through, and listen and keep listening to me, and you can fuss at me if you want to. It's okay with me. Just do it the way you want, but I'm trying to help you get it clean so you feel better. All right, that's it for today. Have a wonderful day, a great week, and always remember to be beautiful, because you are beautiful.